and therefore we have lost our way, and we lose our way because of the interaction with the Prakriti. Shrotram chakshu sparshanam cha rasanam ghanam cha adhisthaya manaschayam vishayan upasevate. So that is what precisely happens with all of us, with all the jivas, that sitting on the branch of that Ashwatha Vriksha, that is on the Prakriti, sitting in the Prakriti, we keep on enjoying the different objects. विषयान उपसेवते, विषयांचा उपभोग आपण घेत असतो. श्रोत्रं चक्षु स्पर्शनम च रसनं घ्रा, इंद्रियांच्या माध्यमातून आणि मनाच्या माध्यमातून विषयांचा उपभोग घेत असताना आपण स्वतःला हरवून बसतो. So that is one of the reason, one of the major reasons why we have lost ourselves. Okay, and in this chapter, the Lord is going to tell us the way to find out ourselves, and that is the essence of this chapter, to find your original self. Okay, and he says that original self is all the time there, but you don't recognize it. He is there when you leave the body. He is there when you are in the body. He is there when you are enjoying the objects of the universe. And he is very much there when you are under the sway of gunas. म्हणजे त्रिगुणात्मक लीला जी प्रकृतीची चाललेली आहे त्याच्यामध्ये तुम्ही खेळत असताना सुद्धा तुमच्यामध्ये तोच आहे. तुम्ही वेगवेगळ्या विषयांचे उपभोग घेत असताना शारीरिक, मानसिक, बौद्धिक उपभोग घेत असताना सुद्धा तो आहेच. आणि हे शरीर सोडून जात असताना सुद्धा तो आहेच, परंतु त्याला तुम्ही पाहू शकत नाही. दॅट इज द थिंग. दॅट इज व्हाय because we are not able to see him, because he has hidden himself very deep within ourselves. Okay, that is the thing, and that is the play which is going on, with which we ended yesterday. That why after all this thing has come up. कुठेतरी असं विचारलं की सगळ्याचा उद्देश सुद्धा काय आहे, तर सगळ्याचा उद्देश म्हणजे ईश्वरी लीला आहे. अँड वन ऑफ द पार्ट ऑफ दिस लीला is this very beautiful game which is known as hide and seek, which we had been playing right from our childhood. But this is the game in which we have to find out ourselves. आपला जो सेल्फ आहे तो लपून बसलेला आहे आपल्याच मध्ये कुठेतरी, आणि त्याला आपणच शोधायचं आहे. सो दिस इज द वंडरफुल गेम विच इज गोइंग ऑन, अँड दिस गेम इज नोन ॲज लाईफ. यालाच जीवन असं नाव आहे, आणि या जीवनात हा जीवनभर हा खेळ चालू असतो. सो उत्क्रामंतं स्थितं वापी भुंजान वा गुणान्वितं विमूढानानुपश्यन्ति. We can't find him. Why? Because we are externalized. Who are the Vimudhas? Who Vimudha म्हणजे in short मूर्ख. In short, those who do not have capability of finding him. Who are not capable of finding him? Those who are externally oriented. ज्यांची चेतना बाह्यमुखी आहे ते त्याला बाहेर शोधत आहेत, आणि तो बाहेर कधीच सापडणार नाही. आणि दॅट इज वाय वी कांट फाइंड इट. विमूढा नानु पश्यंती. पश्यंती ज्ञानचक्षुषा. ज्यांचा ज्ञानचक्षु उघडलेला आहे तेच त्याला ओळखू शकतात, त्याला शोधू शकतात. दे आर सक्सेसफुल इन फाइंडिंग हिम. तो ज्ञानचक्षु कुणाचा आहे? तो ज्ञानचक्षु त्याचा आहे जो आंतरविश्वात पाहू शकतो, ज्याने आंतरयात्रा सुरू केलेली आहे. So one who has started the inward journey of consciousness, he is likely to find it, and finally he is able to find him. Otherwise, outside, in the vishayas, in the senses, through the mind, through the intellect, through prakriti, you are not going to find out. So the strange tree which is there, which was described in the very first shloka of this, you have to travel to the root of the tree, because त्याची जी मुळं आहेत ती परमेश्वरच आहे. So you have to really go to the very root of that tree, root of that Prakriti itself. And the method which was given, which was mentioned, was Asanga आणि समर्पण. ही दोन प्रकारच्या these two prong movement can really make you go towards the root which are upwards. The roots are upwards. Okay, so that is what is there. Now on shloka 11 onwards, he tells actually the sadhana uh, which can really help you find yourself. की तुमचं आत्मतत्व आहे, त्या आत्मतत्वाचा बोध होण्यासाठी तो कुणाला बोध होऊ शकतो हे 11व्या श्लोकामध्ये सांगितलेलं आहे. यतंतो योगिनश्चैनम पश्यन्त्यात्मन्यवस्थितम यतंतोप्यकृतात्मानो नैनम पश्यन्त्य चेतसः. सो that is the thing. यतंतो योगिनश्चैनम पश्यन्त्यात्मन्यवस्थितम. Those who are yogis and those yatanto, those who are doing the right effort, ज्यांचे जे योग्य दिशेने प्रयत्न करतायत असे जे योगी जन आहेत, यतंतो योगिनश्च एनम पश्यन्ति आत्मनिवस्थितम, they can find the Lord or the ultimate reality in themselves. Because he is sitting right in oneself only. He is not there anywhere else. तो खरं म्हणजे तुमच्या आतमध्येच बसलेला आहे, तुमच्या हृदयस्थानीच बसलेला आहे, असं that 15 श्लोका is going to tell us. So what is that right effort he is talking about? Yatanto yoginaschainam pashyantyatmani vastitam. So the right effort consists, as he has said earlier, is asanga. You have to withdraw from everything that is Prakriti Janya. Everything that is Prakriti Janya includes the body, the mind, the intellect, and the gunas. तर या सगळ्यापासून एक प्रकारचं वैराग्य निर्माण करणं. That is the first thing which we have to do. That is the part of ते वैराग्य असल्याशिवाय तुम्हाला तुमच्या आतमध्ये शिरताच येत नाही. आपल्याला आपल्याच आतमध्ये शिरायचं आहे, अंतरयात्रा करायची आहे. त्या अंतरयात्रेतले अडथळे कोणते आहेत? आपलेच हे पंचकोश त्याचे अडथळे आहेत. दॅट इज वाय दे आर रिअली कॉल्ड एज कोशाज. यु नो, शरीर एक मोठा अडथळा आहे, इंद्रिय मोठा अडथळा आहे, मन मोठा अडथळा आहे. त्याच्यापेक्षा अतिशय सूक्ष्म आणि अतिशय स्ट्रॉंग रेजिस्टन्स इज गिवन बाय द इंटलेक्ट. यु नो, बुद्धी फार मोठा अडथळा आहे, बुद्धी हा सुद्धा. सो इफ यू वॉन्ट टू रिअली पेनिट्रेट विदिन युअर सेल्फ, you have to detach yourself from all these things which create problem, which hold you back to the prakriti. कारण हे सगळं प्रकृतीजन्य आहे. Whether it is body, it is mind, it is senses, it is intellect, it is all prakriti only. हे प्रकृतिस्थानी कर्षती हे आपण बघितलेलं आहे की हा जो जीवात्मा असतो तो मनःषष्ठानी इंद्रियाणी प्रकृतिस्थानी कर्षती, हे प्रकृतीमधूनच आपण खेचून घेतलेलं आहे. आणि त्याच्यामुळे हे प्रकृतीजन्यच आहे. आणि त्याच्यामुळे ह्याच्याच माध्यमात आपण जर राहिलो तर आपण आपल्यामध्ये शिरूच शकत नाही, आपण ती अंतरयात्रा पुरीच करू शकत नाही. देन द एफर्ट्स आर नेव्हर राईट एफर्ट्स. अँड दॅट इज वाय द फिजिकल काइंड ऑफ ऍक्टिव्हिटी, द मेंटल काइंड ऑफ ऍक्टिव्हिटी, sometimes which we call as yoga, is really not the thing which takes you within. हे आपण जाणून घेतलं पाहिजे की म्हणूनच आसन, प्राणायाम किंवा ही जी बाकीची योग क्रियाज, हठयोगिक साधना, या सगळ्या ज्या साधना आहेत, ऑल राईट, दे आर गुड इनफ अँड दे गिव्ह अ लॉट. त्याच्यामध्येच जर आपण अडकून बसलो तर they can also become a hurdle, actually speaking, and they they do not take you to the source of the things. They can become hurdle. आणि हे योग वसिष्ठामध्ये सुद्धा we had a chapter in which the yoga vasishtha, he calls those people who go after hatha yogic practices and all as mudhas. The secret behind that is it is possible that you become more physically oriented, and that physically oriented thing itself being prakriti, it creates a kind of hurdle in the path of yoga. Okay. आणि म्हणूनच इवन तुकाराम महाराज सुद्धा एका ठिकाणी असं म्हणतात. सो आय ऑलवेज लाईक दॅट श्लोका विच तुकाराम has stated, योगाची धारणा नाही प्राणायाम, सांडी यम नियम नित्याधिक. How bold, what a bold statement, and what a shock he has given to all of us, in fact, all of us. Okay, योगाची धारणा नाही प्राणायाम, सांडी यम नेम नित्याधिक. देहाची योग याग तपे, देहाची या योग, ज्ञानाची या लागे न सापड असी. So what he is saying is that if you are only after this pranayama and dharana and dhyan, which yoga has told you, and if you are only with that, it is possible that you are going away from the self. That may not take you to the self because you do not surrender. कारण त्याचं असं आहे की ह्याच्यातून सुद्धा एक प्रकारचा असा सूक्ष्म अहंकार निर्माण होतो की जो खूपच मोठा अडथळा होतो. And I had mentioned it earlier also, even a couple of lectures before, that the kind of ego which is created by the spiritual sadhana is hard to break up, very hard to break up. ज्या दिवशी बुद्ध पौर्णिमा होती त्या दिवशी मी आनंदची कथा तुम्हाला सांगितलेली होती की त्याला असं सांगण्यात आलं होतं की 6 महिन्यात तुला अरहंत व्हायचंय, so that you can participate in the congregation, and so that you can be helpful, because he had such a capacity that he knew each and every word that Buddha had spoken, and his brain was a computer brain, but he was not an enlightened being. That is another thing, wonderful thing. Though he knew each and every word which Lord Buddha had spoken, it was by heart, सगळं त्रिपिटक त्याला संपूर्णपणे ज्ञात होतं, पाठ होतं. आणि असं म्हणतात की त्याचा उपदेश ऐकून बरेचसे अरहंत झाले होते. आनंदचा उपदेश ऐकून काही साधक अरहंत हुडला पोचलेले होते, पण तो स्वतः अरहंत झालेला नव्हता. Very strange thing. That is what the spirituality is. Very strange thing that you may know all the Vedas, you may know all the scriptures, you may know everything, and you may not be enlightened being at all. Enlightenment is totally different, and therefore he was given that assignment that within 6 months, within 4 months, Chaturmas, you should be Arhan. And he tried and tried and tried with great determination that I will be Arhant one day. And on the last day, चातुर्मास सगळा निघून गेल्यानंतर जेव्हा शेवटचा दिवस होता तेव्हा शेवटच्या दिवसाची सगळी रात्र निघून गेली त्याची, की I have to somehow become Arhant. And then last, when it was dawn, he threw away everything and he said that I know now that I can't be Arhant. He gave up. The moment he gave up, he was enlightened. Now this is the Sukshma Ahankar we are talking about. So long as this was there in his mind that I will be Arhant, म्हणजे मला मुक्ती मिळावी, मी मोठा साधक व्हावं, ही भावना सुद्धा कधी कधी अडचण होऊ शकते, साधनेमध्ये अडचण होऊ शकते. So that is that story about this. So that then is not the right effort. आणि म्हणून समर्पण वैराग्याबरोबर समर्पण हे सांगितलेलं आहे आधीच्या श्लोकामध्ये, की यू हॅव टू सरेंडर टू द लॉर्ड. सरेंडर एन्श्युअर्स इलिमिनेशन ऑफ इगो. Vairagya ensures detachment from Prakriti. So that is the two-prong movement which has been told in this particular chapter. की वैराग्यामुळे तुम्ही प्रकृतीजन्य जे काही अडचणी आहेत त्याच्यापासून स्वतःला अलग करू शकता, आणि समर्पणामुळे अहंकाराचा जो मोठा अडथळा आहे तो तुम्ही पार करू शकता. आणि दॅट इज द थिंग विच हॅज बीन टोल्ड. सो राईट एफर्ट कन्सिस्ट ऑफ दीज पर्टिक्युलरली टू थिंग्स. म्हणून याच्यामध्ये असं म्हटलेलं आहे की यतंतो योगिनश्चैनम पश्यन्ति आत्मनिवस्थितम यतंतोप्य अकृतात्मानो नैनम पश्यन्ति अचेतसः. There are so many others. So that is the secret which we are talking about. कितीही प्रयत्न करत असतात, खरं म्हणजे आयुष्य घालवतात त्याच्यामध्ये, बट दे नेव्हर सक्सीड इन फाइंडिंग द सेल्फ. यतोन्तोप्य कृतात्मानो नैनम पश्यन्ति अचेतसा. They are achetas. Achetas means those who are who do not have that pure mind. That is one of the things achetas means. Or those who don't have that total awareness with them. ज्यांची पूर्ण सजगता नाही, ज्यांची सजगता कुठेतरी अडकलेली आहे प्रकृतीजन्य विषयांमध्ये, ते सुद्धा अचेतस आहेत. किंवा ज्यांचं चित्त अशुद्ध आहे ते सुद्धा अचेतस असे. सो लॅक ऑफ अवेअरनेस इज ऍक्च्युअली अचेतसा. सो यतंतोपि अकृतात्मानो नैनम पश्यन्ति चेतसा. दॅट इज वाय दी साधना इज फक्त आपण the usual thing which we do, if it is only the mechanical thing, and if it is only म्हणजे एक तर पाट्या टाकल्यासारखी साधारणतः अजिबातच करू नये. की we have decided, so we go on doing asan pranayam, this that sitting in meditation for 20 minutes is a must, so we do it all mechanical, nothing from the heart, nothing that opens out to the higher state of consciousness. Nothing will happen. Nothing will happen. You keep on going, doing it. So that is what he is telling actually. If the purity of the heart is not there, then any kind of effort, any amount of effort will not lead to this. And if the heart is pure, the thing becomes effortless. Effortlessly you can enter into yourself. That is the thing. That is the secret which he is telling here. Now, in the 4 shlokas which are coming, this inward journey of consciousness has been told in a very beautiful way. की ही स्वतःकडे येण्याची जी प्रक्रिया आहे, from the external to the internal to the most innermost core of your heart, has been told from in the shlokas 12, 13, 14, 15 and so on. Okay, so first what he is saying, that if those people who realize the Atman within, those yogis who see the God within, they should also see him without. की जे सत्य आतमध्ये आहे ते सत्य बाहेर आहे, हे आता पुढच्या श्लोकात आपण बघणार आहोत. की त्यांनी आपल्या पश्यन आत्मनि चेतसा, when they have seen the Lord or the pure consciousness or the supreme consciousness within, now that same supreme consciousness is everywhere outside. So यदादित्य गतं तेजो जगत भासयते खिलम यच्चंद्रमसि यच्चाग्नौ तत्तेजो विद्धि मामकम. So what he is saying, that now the same tejas which is there within the yogi's heart, the same tejas is also there, the same ojas, the same effulgence is also there in the sun, in the moon, in the fire. यदादित्य गतं तेजो जगत भासयते खिलम यच्चंद्र मसी यच्चाग्नौ तत्तेजो विद्धि मामकम. Understand that effulgence as my own effulgence, the effulgence which you see in the sun. आपण 6व्या श्लोकात असं बघितलं होतं. दॅट टाइम ऑल्सो आय टोल्ड यू अबाउट दिस श्लोक की ही जी सुप्रीम रियालिटी आहे. सो 6 श्लोका से न तद भासयते सूर्यो न शशांको न पावकः यद्गत्वा न निवर्तन्ते तद्धाम परमं मम. त्या माझं जे परमधाम आहे त्या परमधामाला न तद भासयते सूर्यो. The sun doesn't illuminate it, nor the moon, nor the fire can illuminate it. On the contrary, the sun, moon, and the fire are illuminated by him. He is the source of illumination of the sun, the moon, the fire. म्हणजे सूर्य, चंद्र किंवा अग्नी याच्यामधलं जे तेज आहे ते तेज खरं म्हणजे त्या परमात्म्याचंच तेज आहे. So now just as our soul is right within ourselves, the Vedas tell that as far as our universe is concerned, the Atman of this universe is regarded as the sun. Surya Atma Jagatas Tastushascha. म्हणजे वेदांमध्ये असं म्हटलेलं आहे की सूर्य आत्मा जगतस तस्थुश्च. की in this particular universe, the sun is the very soul, the very self of the universe. So when the yogi realizes the self within in the form of sun, he realizes it without. The same reality is there without in the form of sun. जे आतमध्ये सत्य आहे तेच सूर्य रूपाने बाहेर सुद्धा आहे. तेच चंद्र रूपाने पण आहे. So compared to the sun, the moon is still nearer to us, and then nearer not only from the point of view of distance, from the point of view of concentration also. It is just impossible to concentrate on the sun or to even to look at the sun when he is bright and to meditate on the sun. But the moon, ते तेज परावर्तित जी सूर्याचा प्रकाश आहे चंद्रामध्ये कदाचित तो आपल्याला जास्त we can digest it in a better way. That is why the other way is to meditate on the moon, okay, through the mind. Actually चंद्र ही मनाची देवता मानली जाते actually, आणि त्याच्यामुळे meditation on the moon really helps you to meditate. It is a mental kind of meditation. And then even the same energy of the sun is stored in the wood in the form of the fire, which is right there in your house. So from the sun to the moon to the fire which is there in your house, this is how you are coming to your own self. And then you will see that that fire is also there within. Aham Vaishwanaro Bhutva, that we are going to chant after 2-3 verses. Okay, so that is how that ultimate reality which is out there in the sun is also there within. अशा प्रकारची ती यात्रा याच्यामध्ये सांगितलेली आहे. यच्चंद्रमसी यच्चाग्नौ तत्तेजो विद्धि मामकम. Now the same energy which is there in the sun, which is reflected by the moon, which is stored in the fire, the same energy also enters into the vegetable kingdom, into the trees, वनस्पती जगतामध्ये. आणि ऍक्च्युअली दॅट इज द सोर्स ऑफ लाईफ. गामा विश्यच भूतानी धारयामी अहम ओजसः. तेच जे ओजस आहे, the same effulgence, that same life force, all the existence, I sustain the existence through the same effulgence which is there. There in the sun, there in the moon, there in the fire. Gama vishyacha bhutani dharayami aham ojasa pushnami chaushadi sarvaha somo bhutva rasatmakaha. So that is what we were really talking about. की वनस्पतीमध्ये जो रस आहे ज्याच्यामुळे ते जगू शकतात तो सोमोभूत्व आहे असं म्हटलं जातं. इट इज बिकॉज ऑफ द मून they say that the trees are able to have that जीवन रस, की जो औषधींच्या स्वरूपामध्ये वनस्पतींमध्ये उत्पन्न होतो, तो जो रस आहे तो सोमोभूत्वा म्हणजे इट इज बिकॉज ऑफ द मून that the trees are able to create that rasa which is also known as soma rasa, which is the life principle, and that is actually the life principle which sustains us all. आपल्याला शास्त्रीय दृष्टिकोनातून सुद्धा असं माहिती आहे की या सृष्टीमध्ये जे मुख्य अन्न आहे, सगळी जी आपली प्रथिनं आहेत ती नायट्रोजन बेस आहेत ऍक्च्युअली, अँड द नायट्रोजन is about 79% of nitrogen in the air, actually speaking. But we can't absorb nitrogen at all. Nitrogen fixation is done only by the trees. Okay, and that is how the food is available to all the creatures from the trees. Trees is the main source of food. If there are no trees at all, life will be impossible on the earth. कारण सगळ्या अन्नाचा जो स्रोत आहे तो स्रोत म्हणजे हे वनस्पती जगतच आहे. The vegetable kingdom is the source of all the food, and the vegetable kingdom it creates the food with the help of the moon. That is what is said here. And the moon म्हणजे याची जी ऊर्जा आहे, चंद्राची जी ऊर्जा आहे ती सूर्यापासूनच मिळालेली ऊर्जा आहे. So ultimately it is the sun which is responsible for all the energy. So that is what is told here. गामाविश्यच भूतानि धारयामि अहमोजसा पुष्णामि चौषधी सर्वाः सोमो भूत्वा रसात्मकः अहं वैश्वानरो भूत्वा प्राणिनां देहमाश्रितः प्राणापान समायुक्तः पचाम्यन्नं चतुर्विधम्. Now coming to the animals, coming to the human beings, this food is digested by him only. Aham Vaishwanaro Bhutva, मी वैश्वानर होऊन प्राणिनाम देहम आश्रितः, प्राण्यांच्या आतमध्ये प्राण्यांच्या देहामध्ये माझं वास्तव्य असतं. वैश्वानर रूपानी, वैश्वानर हा एक प्रकारचा अग्नी आहे की त्या अग्नीमध्ये हे सगळं अन्न पचवलं जातं. त्याला आपण जाठर अग्नी असं म्हणतो. अहम वैश्वानरो भूत्वा प्राणिनां देहमाश्रितः प्राणापान समायुक्तः पचामि अन्नम चतुर्विधम. With the help of prana and apana, the two kinds of vital forces which are there within us, prana and apana, with the help of them I digest the food. Chaturvidham, 4 types of food I digest. Now the normal translation of this shloka म्हणजे 4 प्रकारचं अन्न म्हणजे कोणचं अन्न. नॉर्मली देसे 4 प्रकारचं अन्न म्हणजे चावून खाल्लेलं अन्न, चाटून खाल्लेलं अन्न, शोषलेलं अन्न, चघळलेलं अन्न. So that is what they say that 4 types of food we have. So the small baby, it sucks the food from mother's breast. म्हणजे sucking sort of thing. We chew something. Some type of food is just through the chewing. Some sort of food is by biting it. म्हणजे चावून चावून आपण खातो. आणि some kind of food we swallow it. So that is what they say that these are the 4 types of food which are there in nature, and all the 4 types of foods are digested by prana and apana. So that is the normal translation which is done of this particular shloka. की 4 प्रकारचं जे अन्न आहे ते अन्न प्राण आणि अपानाच्या माध्यमातून वैश्वानर अग्नीच्या साह्याने पचवण्याची प्रक्रिया मीच करतो. आणि ते 4 प्रकारचं अन्न पचवल्यामुळेच the life is possible for the creatures. If there is no anna, then there is no question of life. There is no energy. But the four kinds of food we can also say, and because it is prana and apana, the vital forces, if we really look at Yoga Vasishtha and other granthas, then we can find that it is not only the physical food he is talking about, की ज्याला आपण अन्न खाणे असं म्हणतो, केवळ नाही ते तर अन्न आहेच, त्याच्या पचनाची क्रियाच होते, पण प्राण आणि अपान किंवा हे पंचप्राण जे असतात ते बाकीच्या the other parts of personality are also fed by them only. So the food for the body, the food for the senses, म्हणजे शब्द स्पर्श रूप रस गंध हे आपल्या पंच ज्ञानेंद्रियाचं अन्न आहे. ते अन्न पचवण्याची प्रक्रिया सुद्धा त्याच्यामध्येच आहे. और the food of the mind, which is the process of imagination and all the mental processes which are there, that also is the food of the mind, the food of the intellect. So चतुर्विधम, हे चार प्रकारचं जर अन्न आपल्याला म्हणायचं असेल तर the food that sustains the body, the food that sustains the senses or the interaction of the senses, the food that is responsible for all the mental interactions, the food which is important for the intellect, the intellectual food. So these are the four types of food which are also digested by him, and prana and apana only, really speaking, or rather the pancha pranas only really transfer this kind of food to the different systems in our body. म्हणजे जे फिजिकल बॉडीला नेसेसरी असतं ते तर अन्न आपण खातोच, आणि त्याच्यामुळे आपल्या शारीरिक संस्थांचं सगळं काम चालतं. द एनर्जी विच वी वॉन्ट फॉर वर्क अँड ऑल दॅट इट इज अवेलेबल टू देम. पण वी नो दॅट द प्राणा इटसेल्फ, about the pancha prana, prana itself sits in the higher portion of the body, and normally म्हणजे जी वरची ज्ञानेंद्रिय except the touch, action of seeing, the smell, the taste, the sound, it is looked after by prana only. So after the digestion, या इंद्रियांचे जे काम आहे ते प्राणामुळे चालतं. व्यानामुळे the touch sensation is due to vyana, because we touch anywhere in the body and it is known because that vyana exists all over the body. This is told in the Upanishads actually. प्रश्नोपनिषदामध्ये याचं फार चांगलं वर्णन आहे की या व्यानामुळे, and that vyana only takes it is also responsible for blood circulation throughout the body. All the energy which is generated and assimilated in the blood is taken to all part of the body. हा व्यानाचा संचार सगळीकडे असतो. उदान जो असतो, the higher thought process is due to udana. And of course they say that after the death it is the udana which takes the sukshma sharira to the different bodies depending upon the karma of the पुण्येन पुण्यलोकम नयती, पापेन पापलोकम नयती, असं उदानाचं वर्णन केलेलं आहे. सो आणि जर मिश्र कर्म असतील तर मृत्युलोके नयती, अशा प्रकारे उदान वायू टेक्स दी बॉडी. सो when the energy which is there in the universe is digested, it is not only used at the physical for the physical processes, the same energy is used for mental processes, for intellectual processes, even for the spiritual processes, and that is something which is done by the Lord himself. म्हणून जे साधक असतात ते साधना करून या प्राण आणि अपानाचा उपयोग करून ही जी शक्ती आहे त्या शक्तीचं संचलन करू शकतात, आणि ती एनर्जी कुठे जास्त जावी, कुठच्या कार्यात तिचं जास्त, दॅट इज वाय दिस इज द राईट एफर्ट ही वॉज टॉकिंग अबाउट. म्हणजे आपण या श्लोकामध्ये जर बघितलं 11व्या, यतंतो योगिनश्चैनम पश्यन्त्यात्मन्यवस्थितम. This is the right effort he is talking about. That the energy, the yogi also is the food. We also eat the food. But having eaten the food, the yogi uses that energy for the spiritual purpose, for his spiritual sadhana. म्हणजे तो जो त्याचे जे कर्म असतं, त्याच्या ज्या ऍक्शन्स असतात, ऑल दॅट इज फॉर only and only for the spiritual purpose. All the energy is diverted for the spiritual purpose. That choice is there with the individual being. We can divert it solely for the physical purpose. ज्यांना बॉडी बिल्डिंग करायचंय, ज्यांना पेलवान व्हायचंय, ज्यांना एक्स्ट्रा ऑर्डिनरी स्ट्रेंथ ज्यांना पाहिजे, दे कॅन यूज इट ओनली फॉर द फिजिकल पर्पज. द इमोशनल बीइंग्स म्हणजे कवी वगैरे असतील, ऑटोमॅटिकली दॅट एनर्जी इज ड्रिव्हन टुवर्ड्स द मेंटल पर्पज. म्हणून they use all the imaginary power of a kavi or a poet is tremendous. All that energy which he derives through that Vaishwanara which is sitting inside is diverted toward the mental processes only. The intellectual being drives it only to the intellectual processes, like scientists, like the philosophers, like the men of discrimination. Okay, so पचाम्यन्नम चतुर्विधम असं जेव्हा लॉर्ड म्हणतोय, तेव्हा we have to understand that having digested it, to channelize it in the right direction. Otherwise, that last shloka which we yatantopi akrutatmano nainam pashyanti chetasa. Akrutatmano कोण होतात की those who are those who are not using it in the right purpose, those who are not channelizing it for divine purpose. All those who are not channelizing that energy for the divine purpose, they go in the wrong way. They miss themselves. Okay, they don't. Their game is not over. Game of hide and seek is never over. So that is what is told in this particular chapter. So aham vaishwanaro bhutva praninan dehamashita pranapana samayukta pachamyannam chaturvidam. सर्वस्य चाहम हृदि सन्निविष्टो मत्तस्मृतिर ज्ञानमपोहनञ्च वेदैश्च सर्वैः अहमेव वेद्यो वेदान्तकृत वेदविदेव चाहम. Now, when we started this chapter 15 chapter, I had told that it is regarded that the essence of the Vedas is Upanishads, essence of the Upanishads is Bhagavad Gita, and the essence of the Bhagavad Gita is 15th chapter. That is what we really started with this chapter with. Essence of 15th chapter is the 15th shloka. म्हणजे सगळ्या वेदांचं जे सार आहे ते म्हणजे उपनिषद आहे, म्हणून उपनिषदाला वेदांत असं म्हटलं जातं. आणि सगळ्या उपनिषदांचं सार भगवद्गीता आहे, आपण बघितलेलं आहे. सगळ्या भगवद्गीतेचं सार हे 15वा अध्याय असं म्हटलं जातं. आणि 15व्या अध्यायातला 15वा श्लोक हा 15व्या अध्यायाचा सुद्धा सार आहे. सो this shloka, actually meditation on this particular shloka is enough. No more scriptures are required. Nothing more is required if we meditate only on the 15th shloka of the 15th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. कारण ह्याच्यामध्ये सर्व काही आहे. सर्वस्य चाहम हृदि सन्निविष्टा. That is first statement, very important statement which Lord has given. की मी सगळ्यांच्या हृदयात, द डीप विदिन द हार्ट ऑफ एव्हरी बीइंग, आय एम सिटिंग डीप विदिन द हार्ट ऑफ एव्हरी बीइंग. सर्वस्य चाहम हृदि सन्निविष्टा मत्त स्मृतिर ज्ञानमपोहनञ्च वेदैश्च सर्वैः अहमेव वेद्यो. What is the object of all the Vedas? What for all the Vedas? The object of all Vedas is Ahameva Vedyo. Now this can be translated in two ways. In fact, This can be interpreted rather in two ways, and both ways are the same. We can say that there are two angles of looking at this, but both the angles are finally the same. वेदैश्च सर्वै अहमेव वेद्यो असं भगवंत म्हणतायत. याचा अर्थ एक असा सरळ सरळ अर्थ असा आहे की सगळ्या वेदांचं ज्ञेय जे आहे ते प्रत्यक्ष भगवंतच आहेत. वेदैश्च सर्वै, so he says I, that is the Lord himself, is the jnaya, the object of the all Vedas. Vedaischa sarvai ahameva vedyo. Or you can say the essence of all Vedas is to know the I, know the self. Aham eva vedyo. You know yourself. That is the whole philosophy. All philosophy, all Vedas, everything boils down to only one formula: know thyself. स्वतःला जाणणे. That is the only thing which is required. That is the only philosophy which is required, and that is the essence of all the philosophies. Aham eva, know thyself. That is what Ramana Maharshi used to say. That only mantra which Ramana Maharshi used to give to everybody is find out who am I. And that is also Vedic mantra, in fact. Koham. All the time ask Koham. Who am I? And they say that man is born with that mantra. जेव्हा मूल जन्माला येतं ते रडतं तेव्हा ते असं म्हणत असतं ते कोहम म्हणूनच रडत असतं. When it comes to this universe, the first shock of the universe, he asks himself that who am I? How? That is why the cry is there. First cry is koham. Actually, then he forgets the cry. We make him forget the cry. Okay, but koham, who am I, is the mantra. That is the thing which is to be known. That is the object of all the Vedas. That is the object of all the sadhana. So, Vedaischa sarvai ahameva vedyo Vedanta krut Veda videva chaham. I only am the Vedanta. That is what he says. The end portion of Vedanta krut Veda videva. I am the one who is the knowledge itself. I am the knower. I am, if you can use that word, the writer of the Vedas. The Vedas originate from me only. I am the knower of the Vedas, and I am also the object of knowledge. All the three are together as me. That is what the Bhagwan is telling. So this is the most beautiful verse which has come. आणि सर्वस्य चाहम हृदि सन्निविष्टः. I am within you. Now this is something which is to, and you know there is very beautiful story in Bhagavatam which tells us the reason why the Lord is sitting in our heart. You know, it's a wonderful story. असं झालं की परमेश्वराने सगळी सृष्टी निर्माण केली आणि विष्णू खरं म्हणजे त्या सृष्टीचे it was his responsibility to sustain the whole universe. Brahma is the creator of the universe, Vishnu is the sustainer of the universe, and the dissolution takes place through Maheshwara. So these are the famous trinities there. But because Vishnu is responsible for sustenance, all the creatures, because they were suffering, they will pray for Vishnu and Vishnu only. म्हणजे अगदी जीवजंतूंपासून ते सगळे प्राणी all the time परमेश्वर संकट आलं की परमेश्वराचा धावा करायचा. All the, particularly the human beings. So whenever there is a problem, they will pray and pray and pray God. So they say that Vishnu was overloaded with work. He was overloaded with work. म्हणजे 24 तास कोणाला तरी दुःख असणारच या पृथ्वी तलावर, आणि त्याच्यामुळे कोणी ना कोणीतरी देवाचा धावा करणारच. आणि बिकॉज ही इज गॉड ऑफ द युनिवर्स, ही हॅज टू रिअली. सो इट वॉज सो अनबेरिएबल दॅट ही कॉल्ड Narada one day and he asked him that what am I supposed to do? So then Narada told him that obviously, sir, you have to go to a place where people will not find you. तेव्हा तुम्ही अशा एका कुठच्या तरी जागी जा की जिथे सहजासहजी तुम्ही उपलब्ध होणार नाही. तुम्ही जर सगळ्या सृष्टीमध्येच बसलात तर ऑब्विसली दे विल कम अँड go on troubling you. So then he went to the Himalayas, and he went to Vaikuntha and he sat there. And for a long time it was okay because people could not go there. But then slowly the people got an inkling that yes, 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 God is there in the Himalayas and we can find it. म्हणजे काही खूप असे प्रयत्न करून करून तिथे जायला लागले. आणि आफ्टर a few years there also he started becoming very, very busy. सुद्धा त्याला खरोखरच वेळ मिळण्यास आला की everybody knew the address finally. And again trouble, so he again called Narada and he said that you see, I have come to a very remote area and still people find me and they go on troubling me and come with various prayers and all that. Where am I? Then Narada gave him the idea that you have to go to a place where you will not be found at all. की तुला कोणीच शोधू शकणार नाही अशा जागी तू जा. मग अशी जागा कोणती? तर ते म्हणाले की मानवाचं हृदय. The man will search you everywhere else but not within himself. आणि असं म्हणतात की भगवंतानी तसा तथास्तु असं म्हटलं. And that is why in the creature's heart he went and now he is very peaceful. एखादाच योगी फक्त आवृत्त चक्षु होऊन आपल्या आतमध्ये प्रवेश करू शकतो. सो otherwise all the creatures are crying, going to the temples, जोर जोरात प्रार्थना म्हणतायत, जोर जोरात घंटी वाजवतायत आणि आपापसात भांडतायत पण की तुझा देव मोठा का माझा देव मोठा, का देवाचं नाव हे का देवाचं नाव ते, साधना अशी करावी का साधना तशी करावी. अनेक प्रकारच्या भांडणामध्ये सगळ्या माणसांना, सगळ्या जीवांना तो गुंतवलेला आहे आणि स्वतः मात्र शांतपणे तो आपल्याच हृदयात जाऊन बसलेला आहे. बिकॉज ही इज क्वाईट शुअर दॅट नोबडी विल रिअली फाइंड विदिन हिमसेल्फ. So that is why sarvasya chaham hridhi sannivishta. That is the main thing. Well, this shloka is to be discussed in detail, and so we shall discuss it tomorrow. We shall take it again. That this is actually the shloka which is not to be really discussed. In fact, this is to be meditated upon. This is the idea which has been given for meditation. Directly what he is saying is, you enter within yourself, go into the deepest cave of yourself. आणि हे जे हृदय आहे, सर्वस्यच्या अहम हृदय सन्निविष्टा, it is the Chidakash he is talking about, not obviously the heart which we generally talk about, that muscular heart which we are talking about. That heart is only troublesome in many ways. ज्याला आपण हृदय असं म्हणतो इन नॉर्मल कोर्स मध्ये, ज्याला हार्ट अटॅक वगैरे येतो, ते हृदय हे नाहीये. त्या हृदयाचे बरेचसे अनुभव आपण तरुणपणी सुद्धा घेतलेले आहेत. The 90% of the songs which you find in the cine industry are pointing towards that heart which we are talking about. I love you from the bottom of my heart, and this and all those things which are done. That is the heart, which is the physical heart, which are the emotional heart which they are talking about. It is not that heart which is talked about in this particular shloka. It is the center of, it is the Chidakasha. It is the center of our consciousness. It is the center from where the I consciousness originates. मी आहे असा भाव जिथून उत्पन्न होतो, where the pure me originates. That is the center of our consciousness. That is the Chidakash which is talked about, and that is where we are likely to find him. Okay, so anyway, we shall talk about it tomorrow. No, not tomorrow. Maybe the next week. We shall talk about it, and we shall now close on this 15th sloka of the 15th chapter, which is the essence of all the Vedas, all the Upanishads, all the Indian philosophy, and which is to be meditated upon. So we shall chant Om Asatoma Sadgamaya, and we shall start. Om Asatoma Sadgamaya, Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya, Mrutyorma Mrutangamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat. Hari Om Tat Sat.